The third sum in exercise 10.2 is a 6-mark question. So listen to the sum carefully. A student has to answer all the 120 questions in an exam, okay? And for every correct answer, he gets 1 mark, and for every wrong answer, he loses half a mark, okay? And every question has 4 options. So what you're supposed to find is, what is the expectation of the marks scored by the student? What do you think will be the marks scored by the student if he chooses the answer? If he chooses to answer each question at random, which means he doesn't know the answer. Randomly he is going to mark the answers. He is going to mark one of the 4 options. So if that is going to be the case, what do you think will be the what mark can that student expect, right? So let us assume that X is going to be the mark obtained by a student for answering a question. Let X be the mark obtained, right? Now what are the values that X can take? X can take either the value 1 if he answers correctly, or it can take the value minus half, right, if he is going to answer the question incorrectly. So what is the probability when X is equal to 1? Which is that he answers the question correctly, which means out of 4 options, 1 option is correct, so it is 1 by 4. So if the probability of answering a question correctly is 1 by 4, the probability of not answering a question correctly is going to be 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4. So did you understand till here? This is slightly different from the sums we've done earlier. So if we are assuming that X is a random variable and it is denoting the marks obtained for answering a question. So that's why X takes the values of either 1 or minus half. 1 if the answer is correct, and minus half. Why am I taking it as minus half? Because they have given it as he is losing half a mark if he answers incorrectly. So that's why we have put it as minus half for the wrong answer. So probability of getting the sum correct, of getting the answer correct, is 1 by 4. Out of the 4 options, 1 will be correct, so it is 1 by 4. So obviously probability of getting a wrong answer is 3 by 4, right? Now you can draw the probability mass function table. So the probability mass function when X is equal to 1 is 1 by 4, and when X is equal to minus half, it is 3 by 4, okay? Therefore you now have to find the expectation of the marks scored by the student if he is going to randomly tick some answer, right? Therefore the expectation for X is, you know the formula, sum of minus infinity to infinity xi pi, right? So it is going to be 1 into 1 by 4 plus minus half into 3 by 4. So I'll straight away write minus 1 by 2 into 3 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 4 minus 3 by 8. So I get if the LCM is 8, so it would be 2 minus 3 by 8, which is minus 1 by 8. Now this is the expectation of the mark that he will get for answering one question. But you have how many questions? 120 questions. Therefore the expectation for the marks obtained for answering all the 120 questions would be minus 1 by 8 into 120, and yes, it's divisible by 8, right? 8 ones are 8 and 15, so he will get only minus 15 marks if he is going to randomly tick and choose the correct answer, right? Out of 4 options, only 1 is right. So if he's randomly going to tick some answer, he's going to land up getting only minus 15 marks, because for every wrong answer he is going to get minus half, right? So never do that in your exams also. Study well and get all the sums right.